Hello there, welcome to another Waynecast. We're somewhere different this time, but I'll show you. We're a tiny little place at the bottom of this down valley, right at the lowest point, called Boggle Hole, right? That's right, Boggle Hole. Why? Because it's a big fucking hole in the ground. And I've just recorded the first part of this, but I'm going to have to do it again because the wind was so bad. There's a nice little stream there. So, yeah, if I look a bit shitty, it's because I'm really not well. Been working too hard, so 2.5 months of anywhere doing 14 and 18 hours a day. I'll do that to a person. I woke up a few days ago and my body just felt like it was dying. Spent the day in a combination of lying in the bed and on the sofa. So I'm still feeling shitty. Why am I out then if I'm feeling so crap? The reason I'm feeling so crap, and I think we're going to have to move because the van's just pulled up, is because, well, see, I've got a lot of shit I've got to think about. But the trouble is, Kane's off school this afternoon, right? So I can't actually get the thinking time. So I've had to come out and walk, even though I really shouldn't, right? I'm being serious. I really should not be out for. In fact, this is a longer walk. This is about 8 miles. I shouldn't be out for an 8 mile walk. So, I'm a little bit worried because I don't really want to keel over and not going to back like this. You can see it won't even fit in the camera. I've tilted up, but it's basically a massive hill. I've got to walk up these things, and it's like this, bumpy all the way. So what else have I been up to? Well, when I was sitting ill on my deathbed with the laptop, a lot of the time I don't really do a lot of art because you don't really feel like it, and I find that I don't come up with really good ideas, you know. I'd done that sort of creature with the big claws, you know, and things, and that was the last one I'd done before I was ill. So I'll blame that one, right? So I spent a lot of time programming. I've done some work on Reducto. I've created a viewer for it because Reducto's only problem is it's too damn good. It produces a mesh that is low in poly count and retains the data. It can also, you know, produce a low res mesh for games and retain the topology and stuff like that. But if you try to load that into Mudbox or even ZBrush or anything, right, it'll take a fucking while. And I thought, well, people aren't going to wait. They want to see. Yeah, the problem chances are they're not going to need to see it, right? You just reduced it and it's probably got a 3D printer for baking, and you don't really need to see it, but people want to. So I made a viewer. I was sitting there, and I used a bit of a hint from a blog from a guy at Stanford University on loading polygon data. I won't tell you what it is, but the numbers speak for themselves. I can take a 2 million poly mesh and I can load it in the Reducto viewer in no more than 2 seconds tops. And that's being generous and overestimating it, right? Sometimes it'll only take a second. If you're not got anything else running on the computer, it's virtually instantaneous. I showed it Autodesk and they were like, whoa, that's impressive. And it's like, yeah, it's good. The view is good. Very simple. It's the same viewport controls as Mudbox. It's starting to get windy, not a lot I can do about that. There's all sorts of just normal stuff, but it can also load scan data and things like this. So it's a multi-purpose viewer, and it'll view multiple file types, not just you know, OBJs. It'll view different file types. So it's good. It is the dog's box, right? He's just trying to find somewhere that's not fucking windy. Right. He's trying to find somewhere. I don't think we'll find anywhere yet, but I'm also writing lots of little programs because now I'm a CGI supervisor at Project 2813, working on this top secret game. There's lots of little things I thought, well, I'm sitting there ill and I thought, well, there's lots of things I can actually write that'll make life easier. They're just pain in the arse little jobs that people come across in a pipeline or in our pipeline, so any pipeline, you know, that you want a solution to, right? So I sat there and I was just, my head was spinning like a top, and I just wrote programs, dump, lots of them, right? I think it was about 18 or something in a night. And I had no idea half the stuff what I wrote. And I checked them out the other day. I was on a live stream with the person who owns Project 2813, Dave Cardwell. Yeah, Dave Cardwell owns that company. So it gives you an idea of what's happening behind the scenes. And I was like, I forgot about this one. There was all sorts of crazy stuff. There's something I sort of wrote something
It's a bit like a boolean, but it's not a boolean. I'm calling it a Waynian, right? But it's for a particular, not problem, but thing that would make our pipeline easier and useful. But a lot of these are niche things. Like you might never see, a lot of them might never see the light of day. I've got one that does industrial strength tri-stripping called Stripper, right? And it's a tiny little thing. But if you try normally tri-stripping, and if you've got, say, 20 million polys worth of data and you want to tri-strip it, it'll crash, right? Stripper it'll handle it easily in a few seconds. It's very powerful little tool, and if you don't know what tri-stripping is, then you won't need it, right? But in games, tri-stripping and sometimes reordering the numbering of vertices can help things to load better, quicker, use less memory, blah blah blah. There's a whole lot of shit going on there. But there's no doubt there's one of you watching here that can fill in the details down there, right? Because I really can't be arsed. My way of thinking is, if you need to ask, you don't need it. So yeah, there's all these little doohickeys I've been making. He says, trying to shelter from the wind. A lot of them say that, some of them might see the light day, some of them might be rolled into a reductor. I'm the one that'll take a mesh and fill all the holes in it so it'll make the mesh watertight. A lovely little algorithm that was. It's got a couple of little issues I've got to solve, but hey, bearing in mind it was rolling about 20 minutes, I think it's like a work of genius, you know. So I'll fill all the holes in the mesh, because I don't really want, I'm trying to make it so people have to do the minimum amount of app jumping. You'll always have to do a little bit, right? But I'm trying to make it so that you don't have to jump a lot. If you don't have to jump at all, it's even better. Now, I've been, so I've had a few days off. I did that sort of clawman thing, which I was pretty chuffed with. It was a last minute thing. I was asked by Autodesk to basically, for a few images and turntables from Woodbox 2011. Now the trouble was, the majority of my stuff this year has all been for either TV, films or games, and I'm not allowed to show any of it. So I thought, well, I'm going to have to come up with something here. Well, it's a bit, you know, they said, well, we can't really do the release and not have any images from you, you know. And I didn't want any of the old ones being used. Because, to be honest, I just, when I've seen an image and it's old, I don't like it anymore, you know what I mean? I think I can do better. I don't like sharing them then. It's the reason why I've had a bit of a clear out on my gallery on dash.slash. And I've cleaned out some of the stuff I don't like. And I'll come back maybe tonight or tomorrow night and I'll go through it all again. And I'll see what else I can get rid of. To keep the best stuff. Now I've realised a whole lot of shit on what's laughingly called my reel, which is nothing of such kind. That's pretty shit now. I've got much better stuff, so I might actually knock a lot of that together and put a new video together for that. It's not a proper reel, you know what I mean? But that's what I'm, you know, just fiddling about at the moment. I've got an article to finish writing for 3D Total, which I haven't even wrote a word for it yet. I've been battling hair last week. Came up with a new way of doing hair. Although hair's always a pain in the arse. It really is. Somebody put me in the direction of a really nice way of doing hair by just making some low reg sections for the shapes of the hair and then extracting that as curves, then using the faces at the end of the section that you created and using the curves as guides, right, to comb hair, which is great. But I thought, well, wait a minute, why don't you make this low reg shit? Why can't I just sculpt a section and then use that? So that's the way I'm doing it at the moment. It might sound complex, it's actually quite an easy way to work, but I still hate hair. I do not like it. They're all based on Joel shaving a haircut, you know. All the hair plugins, you know, they all use Dave's code. I'm not sure what Mike's on, they did or not. They might be using their own, I'm not sure. But basically they use the same fucking code, right? Which is why everybody dislikes it. Now something to say about shaving a haircut or that code that's used for the max hair and fur. And I know, you know, well, not well, but I've done a bit of work for Joel in the past, so I haven't got a problem with Joel or the plugin or anything else. It's just, I think it could do with development now, you know what I mean? I think there's got to be an easier way of doing hair than the way he's doing it. And if there's a way of doing hair out there, I can promise you I've seen it. And polyplanes do not like them. It's just the most mind-numbing job in the world. And the thing is, what I've noticed is you can start doing polyplanes and it looks fantastic. You get on the back of the head and you, or with the other side of the head and you think, oh shit, this looks terrible now, and you've got to start again. I don't like it. I don't like time leeches like that. Let's have a look at time. Right, I'll have to go part 2.